So your business is growing, and now you need to come up with a decision of who do you hire? Do you hire someone right out of college, someone who's just fresh and they're willing to learn? Or do you hire someone who's already been in the industry for a while, but maybe they're set in the ways? That's the question, right? Do you go new or do you go old? Some people say it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. And what I mean by that is, let's say you go and you hire a brand new hire, right? Maybe they all have different expectations. Nowadays, a lot of people say that when they're hiring new people, that this person wants everything. They want the corner office, they want to work from home, they want to be able to bring their dog in. You know, they don't think they should work the standard 40-hour work week, which we all know should be more, but it's normally about 30 hours, if not 28 hours by the time they take lunches and special time that they need. But maybe they're more technically advanced. Maybe they can do things faster than someone who maybe has been in the industry for 10, 20, 30 years, and they're not as advanced. So do you go off of productivity, and do you go off of what someone can do versus what your expectation is of a work week and standard? Now, if you go with someone who is more experienced and they've been doing this longer, that's great, but they may be set in their ways. And there's a chance that maybe when you hire them, they're not as interested in doing it your way because maybe they feel that they have a better way of doing it. And, you know, in all honesty, that may be true. They may have a better way of doing things that you maybe need to take advice from and you can learn from. But sometimes ego gets in the way, pride gets in the way, and we start saying, wait a second, this is my business. I run things and you're gonna do it my way. Now you start getting into a conflict and then they leave and now you're stuck with the same position. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to click on the link to check out my 3-day deep dive mastermind, October 12th through the 14th here in Houston, Texas. You're gonna love the lineup. So I think the main thing to do is when you're looking to hire someone, whether they're brand new out of college or out of trade school, or they're experienced, or maybe even a virtual assistant, the main thing that I think what you want to do is you want to focus on making sure that you have the right strategy in place for the right vision, and you want to show them what that vision is. So you want to make sure that they understand what it is that you're accomplishing in the business, and more importantly, there's a term called WIFM. What's in it for me? What does WIFM mean? How do they benefit, right? How does it help them? That's great, Steve. You want to grow this multi-million-dollar business. Great, good for you. How does it help me? How does it help me? Maybe it's a millennial, not even millennial, whatever they're called now. Maybe it's someone who's just out of college and they want to learn how to buy a house. They want to learn how to rent a nice apartment. How does this help them? And if you're always making it about you when you're talking about the business and you're never showing them how this benefits them, then at some point they're going to go, this doesn't really help me, which I get it. You're paying them for a job. But remember, the majority of people, 68% of the people in general, they don't leave a business because of no pay. They leave a business because they feel that the ownership doesn't care about them, that you as the owner do not care about how it helps them. A lot of people want to feel important. They want to feel valued. Your job is to make sure that they feel valued to get you what you want. So it's like, hey, if you help me get what I want, you're going to get what you want. And by the way, what is it that you want? So you've got to make sure that you understand what they want. Right? Because there is the people that think that someone's gonna come work for you and they're gonna stay at your company forever. That doesn't work anymore. They don't stay forever anymore. Now what they do is they come, they get what they need, and then if they've gotten everything out of you that they think they can get, then they hop to another one. Now, if you get someone who is more old school, maybe someone who's been doing this for 10, 20 years, maybe they want something more stable. Maybe they've already gone through running the races and they've gone through all the things that they need to go through. And now they're saying, you know what? I don't want any of that. I want to have a home. I want to stay with you and I want you and I to help grow this business. Maybe they want some ownership in the company. They go on a percentage, and the performance that they do and the success that they bring, maybe that gives them the ability to have some type of ownership rights. Kind of, they call them golden handcuffs, but it's something that you could do to give them that makes them feel like they were a part of something. So, you know, look, if you're, going for something that's technology, meaning you're hiring someone that's going to be a very technologically advanced position, there's two ways to look at this. Yes, someone who's just out of college may have more schooling and more education in that realm, but someone who's been using that technology in a practical matter, maybe they are more better apt to help you because they've done it and they say, you know what, that software doesn't really work for what we want to do. So just because someone is fresh out of school with no practical knowledge, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the best person to help you grow because they don't know how to actually implement it the way someone can do. So when you're interviewing people and when you're hiring them, whether they're just out of college or they've been doing this a long time, your job is to make sure that you ask the right questions. What is it they want? What do they see success in the business the way you're running the business? Do they see things that maybe could be done a different way? And could they come up with strategies? You don't want just someone who complains, someone who bitches and moans doesn't help. Somebody who basically shows you the problem but then backs it up with a solution, that's someone who's a thinker, and that's someone that you want to stick around, but you have to ask them what's important to you. They may not want to work 80 hours a week and make, $500,000 a year. That's not important to them. Maybe for them, they want to have family time. Okay, so if you don't know this and you're pushing them to make more money, you're pushing them out the door because they're going, he's not even listening to what I'm saying. I want time with my family. I don't want to basically be working hard. So my point is when you're talking to them, when you're interviewing them, ask questions. Really get down and dirty with them and find out what pushes them, what motivates them, what drives them to be better. Once you know that and you're asking the questions, whether they're just out of college, whether they've been doing this for 30 years or they're a virtual assistant, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure that everyone is rowing in the right direction with your company to get you to that goal. So remember, ask questions, get with them, find out what's in it for them, make sure that they know that you're thinking about them and that you are aware of what they want, and always tie the success of what they're doing and what the company is doing together in the vision. So they always want to feel like they're a part of something. And if you do that, you'll have a lot more success. Hope this helps. What does Brad Lee, James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, and Kevin Elko, who's Nick Saban's head coach, all have in common? Well, you're going to meet them October 12th through the 14th at my 3-day mastermind right here in Houston, Texas. This is something that is going to be epic. It's a small, select group of only people that want to change their lives and change their businesses. All you got to do is join me, click on the link, and let's do this.